Karen, we're as crazy as you already know we are. So now we're going to move
Oh, yes,
together
I
to
know.
set you up. You've already been to this room, so you know where you are.
Oh, I recognize it. Yes, I know. I know exactly where I am now.
Yep.
And I'm very happy to be there.
So I was explaining Tim and Janice Mason are Rotarians in England, and they got to know Karin through the magic of the combination of Rotary and Facebook, which is how I got to know all of them. And their clubs have worked together quite a bit. So Tim is visiting Sweden again, and he's actually going to speak at your district conference. You couldn't get anybody else?
No, I'm sorry, but it was the only one.
Yeah. I hope Tim won't see this video. Okay. Did you ever use the video that we made about e-clubs a year ago? I don't recall if you were able to use
yes.
it.
Yes, I did at the education day, and they were very impressed.
Yeah. So I've also been a speaker in Karin's district in Sweden via Skype recorded. Tim will be live, so that makes it worse. You can throw things at Tim. You can't throw things at a recording.
But Mel, you're welcome to our district conference, you know.
Thank you.
So
Is it during hockey season?
Yes, it is.
All right, we'll talk.
Yes, true. I knew it. I will trap you then.
Yeah. Please do not think, my fellow Rotarians in my club, that was just me. Karin is at least as big a hockey fan as I am.
That's great. That's
Karin, how many members of Rotary are in your district?
Pardon? Once more time.
Karin, if you don't mind, we're going to open it up for questions with our members, and I'll have them say who they are, and then they'll ask you a question if that's okay with you.
Oh, yes, that's okay.
Okay.
Welcome.
And Nancy is who's going to ask a question is our past district governor, so we're happy to have her in our club.
Well, Karin, we met when you visited the club before. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yes,
Hi,
I remember you. Oh, yes, of course.
Nice to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And you know how I feel now when I'm district governor.
Well, I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful time with all your members and all your clubs. But how many members do you have in your district?
I have 2,150 members.
Nice, very nice. Well, again, congratulations. Nice to see you.
Do we know how many we have in our district?
About 2,600 in 64 clubs.
Oh, so we're similar size. Yeah. Wow.
And it takes just as long to get from one end of our district as the other, but that's because of the traffic on the freeways, which you have experienced.
Yes, I know.
Can I ask you one? Go ahead, Karin.
One thing now, Mel. I would like to read something very important for you now. And you should listen very carefully.
In Swedish, I hope. Okay.
Yes, it is in Swedish.
Okay.
1. Är det sant? 2. Är det rättvist mot alla parter? 3. Kommer det att skapa goodwill och bättre vänskapsförhållanden? 4. Kommer det att vara till fördel för alla som det berör? What's that?
The four-way test.
Yes, good.
Which is exciting as a reminder for new and old Rotarians to learn how Rotary clubs are all individual and different, but yet we're also in so many ways the same wherever we are in the world.
Yes, I think it's fantastic that it is in that way. And I was to Lisbon in June and met about 25,000 other Rotarians. And it's fantastic because if you think you are going to ice hockey match or football match, there are perhaps 40,000 participants looking for the game. but they are just in the close area. But when you meet 25,000 members of Rotary from all over the world, that's something different. And we are meeting, and we are not fighting together. We have trying to work to the same goal, and to meet these people, it's so fantastic. And that we know that we all are trying to get the world a little bit better through Rotary. That's fantastic. I just say that.
It is fantastic, Karin. This is Sarah again, and I have a question for you.
Yes?
What made you want to become district governor?
Because I want to try to be one of the pieces to try to get the world better through Rotary, because I know Rotary is the best organization in the world to be able to make the world a little bit better through peace, and through the Rotary Foundation, where we give money that we can make a project to get the world better. Therefore, I am the district governor in my district now.
Very good. Does Mel have your email address in case I want to talk to you a little bit about our projects?
Well, Sarah, if you were on Facebook like a normal person, it would be even easier.
I just opened an account, so
wow.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yes, that's great, because then you will add me as a friend.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sounds like a great deal. And I don't know if you knew this from Mel, Karin, but I'm married to Brett Vasquez, who's half Mexican, half Swedish. And the Swedish side of the family lives in Stockholm, Gothenburg.
Oh.
And I go to visit a lot, so I'm definitely going to come visit you.
You have to, of course.
I will.
Oh, you must. Oh, that sounds great. Perhaps you will come and visit me before Mel.
That's more likely, yes.
Has anyone else noticed that it doesn't matter where the guest speaker has come from, I will take abuse during the speech? We don't blame you. Yeah. Exactly.
Any other?
I have a question for you, actually, about in the layout of your district. What is the breakdown of the sizes of clubs in our district? With our 64 Rotary clubs, we have, first of all, we have LA5, the Rotary Club of Los Angeles. So they're 200 and something members. They've been as big as 500. We don't count them. But in general, our clubs we have a 3 or 4 that are a little over 100 members. Assistant Governor Matt's club is right around 90 or so right now. But we also have clubs all the way down to much smaller. What are the sizes in general of the clubs in your part of the world?
In my district, it's about the largest one is about 90 members, but the general size is about 40 members. And I think it's good, because then you can have the possibility to know all the members. When you get larger clubs, you have problems to know everyone. And for me, it's very important that when you go to a Rotary meeting, everyone should be having the feeling that they have been seen, that they are in the family. So they don't go there and have their meal and no one talk to them. For me, it's very important that they feel that they are embraced in the family. Do you understand what I mean?
Absolutely, we agree with you. Go ahead.
What's your favorite project for your own Rotary club? That's the first question. I have a second to follow it. What's your favorite service project?
For us, it's a local project to help the old people in our town when they live in these oldest places, and they don't have so much fun. So we give them. We give give volunteers money so they can bake buns, and they can take someone who play the harmonica and sing some songs for them, and so on. So they have, as we say in Sweden, I translate it. They have a gold time, because it's not so fun to live where they do, because there are no money, and then we want to give them some gold time once in a week or something like that. That's in my club what we are doing for a project.
Touching
But
one
we have
person at a time.
we have also a big project. We are 13 clubs in our district, and to Latvia. It's our neighbor country just over the Baltic Sea, and they have They have in the countryside. It's very poor, and we have had a project for about almost 10 years. And but we changed the project in Latvia. So 1 year we give money to orphans, so they have good beds. And another year we give money to old people, so they can the people who work there can have lifts, so they can lift the people from the beds easily. And next year we do something else in Latvia. So we work, and this year we hope we will have a global grant to in Latvia to make a new project.
That sounds nice. Very nice projects. Any other
We're going to
questions?
come to you for another international project we talked about a little earlier. I mentioned this to you once before. We want to work a project called Books and Pucks, which will appeal to you. I mentioned that, where we're providing both reading material and basic hockey equipment to poor children in countries that more kids would play if they could afford to.
Yeah.
So,
and I think it's a very good idea, and I think we will. I think it's good if we can make it together, and I know I have clubs who are very close to ice hockey clubs, so I can try to talk to them, and if we could do something together, because I think it would be very good.
this is how international
Because
projects happen.
do you know that Mel and me and girl in Canada, Joan McFarley, we are trying to make ice hockey fellowship.
Oh, that's awesome.
I rarely tell them because they don't like to hear me talk about hockey. That's why I talk to you. You understand me.
But I started to talk about it, Mel, now.
Thank you.
That's good.
What everyone here should know is that there are officially recognized but separate groups within the Rotary world called fellowships. They're individual groups. For example, interest groups. A fellowship of lawyers. Yes, they have friends. A fellowship of quilters, for example, people who love quilting or who speak Esperanto. And if you have a hobby, if you have something that you love, I mean, there's one for classic automobiles, there's one for tennis players, there's the Rotarians on Social Networks Fellowship, which Karin and I have served together on the board. Karin stepped down because she's a little busy this year.
A little bit.
But if you have a hobby, if you have something that you love to do, and there is no Rotary Fellowship that already exists, you can be part of creating one as long as you have representation from 3 different countries on the planet. And so far we have Sweden, Canada, and the United States. There will be more, and we're building little by little. It's something we love that we can turn into finding ways to serve within the context of the hobby we love.
Is that how you guys connected? Through this fellowship, you and
Oh,
Karin?
no,
No.
no.
We were friends first, and then we all started making comments about hockey on Facebook, and then we would each say, "Hey, you like hockey?
Oh, that's great.
You should hear the abuse when Sweden won the World Championships this year."
Yes, yes, we won the World Championship this year. Yes, Sweden.
And of course, Karin also experienced every moment of the Kings' march to the Stanley Cup a year ago.
Oh yes, oh yes. So I love hockey.
Oh yeah, so does Mel. And that's what's great about our club is everyone who has a special interest brings it in and it becomes part of some of our projects. For example, we have a member who has had a bone marrow transplant and he has brought in a community project where we help to donate blood or create a pool of blood donors that would potentially give bone marrow to
Fantastic.
patients. So and I brought in an international project that I'm still working on for a girls' school in Thailand. That's what I'm going to email you about to give you more details to help girls who are abused and neglected get an education and become gainfully employed in Thailand. So everyone brings their own interests and talents, and so that's what we love about Rotary, and we all are here to serve together internationally. So.
And I think Rotary is so fantastic because I'm talking to you now
I know.
in Los Angeles.
I know.
And I have, thanks to Mel, because it's my friend in Los Angeles, and it's so fantastic that we started to get friends in Facebook.
Yes.
And then my friends Tim and Janice, we decided to go to the convention in New Orleans, and then we said, "Oh, when we are in New Orleans, it's very close to Los Angeles." And then we have to meet Mel because Mel is a friend of both of us. And we went there and had a great time in Los Angeles, and that's so fantastic with Facebook and Rotary. You have friends, and it's you just you and I just say to you that go out in the world and meet friends, because you have lots of friends in Rotary. You have 1.2 million friends in Rotary worldwide, and it's a fantastic organization. And therefore, we are talking tonight,
I know. Yeah.
with each other, with
That's right.
because Mel and me got friends on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, it is fantastic. You're right, Karin. Mel has one more. Did you have another question?
I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you one more thing. I was going to ask you to do something, but I think you've already done it. I think I mentioned to you that today we had something that's exciting for everyone in the world of Rotary, wherever you are, but especially District Governor. Today we've inducted a brand new member to our club.
Wave your hand, Reed.
Can you see him way back there to your
Hi!
And
High five!
And his family is next to him.
Oh, that's great. And I'm just can tell you that you are very lucky to be now in a so big organization to 1.2 million members all over the world, and there are open doors wherever you want to go, and you meet a Rotarian, then you have a friend, and it's so fantastic. And I think it's so fantastic because Rotary International Organization, we have our rules, but then all our clubs, we also have the rules from Rotary International, but every club is different.
It's true.
And I see that now when I'm out in the clubs in my district, And I think it's so fantastic that every club do what they want in Rotary's
Name.
yes, in the big I don't know, parachute, the
Umbrella.
big
Umbrella, yes.
umbrella, yes, and the big umbrella, and but every club I come to, they do different things, but in Rotary, and I think that's Rotary, that we are not the same everywhere, but we're working for the same thing,
Exactly.
and that was what I said about earlier about Lisboa when I came there with 25,000 Rotary members coming from all over the world, and we are going to the same place, and we are talking about the same goals and the same things, that we want to get the world better, and we want to eradicate polio, and we want to help people all over the world, and we want to have fellowships, ice hockey,
Yeah.
and yes.
Very
And
good.
social network fellowship, of course.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
still a big friend of that. So it's so fantastic. And I think it's so fantastic to be with you now when it's evening here and it's lunchtime for you there.
I know. I
It's
know
fantastic.
it's probably midnight, almost midnight there, so I know we're keeping you up. But that's
Oh,
not
that's no problem.
the that's not the midnight sun in the background, is it?
No,
That's gone
we
already.
have the midnight sun in June.
In June,
So
so that's
now,
over.
now it's dark outside now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Karin. Well, I wanted to read, just like you read something earlier, I just wanted to read the quote on our agenda today because I think it's appropriate. And it says, "Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." And that is a quote from Buddha. And so that's on our agenda
Yes.
today. And I thought that was appropriate in light of what we were talking about. And in that same breath, I would like to also tell you something that we traditionally do in our club with guest speakers. You happen to be our guest speaker today and our program. And what we do is we support literacy, and I'm going to show you the book.
Yeah.
And what we do is our guest speakers donate. We donate this book to either doctors' offices or clinics where children are waiting in the waiting room, and they can be reading. And we promote the love of reading through this donation, and it's with your name on it because you were our guest speaker. It says, "In honor of 2340 District Governor Karin Janzon," and that's the book that the children will read in the office. Rather than giving you a pen or a certificate that you might lose, we're going to have a book donated in your name so that children can enjoy reading and we can promote literacy together. So this, Karin, is going to reach out and read in your name. And
I'm very honored. Thank you very much.
Hang on. Let me
I
take,
feel it in my heart so much. Oh,
hang on. Karen, first smile.
thank you so much. I will smile.
Okay, I'm taking
we're
a
taking
picture.
a
Hang on.
picture, and I'm presenting you with the book.
Now, one more thing. I want you to pretend, please, to hold up your left hand near your ear like you're taking the book and holding it with us. Okay, hold on. Let me
Wait.
zoom in. Okay. See, this is why we also have fun in Rotary, no matter how seriously we
Bring
take
your
ourselves.
hand up a little higher.
Hi, there.
Perfect. One.
A little higher.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, close enough.
Karin, thank you so much. I am going to see you again for sure because I go to Sweden regularly. Plus, my son wants to go to University of Lund, so I will be
Oh.
visiting you.
You have to visit. Oh yes, call me directly when you come to Sweden because
I
you're
will.
always welcome to our house.
Thank you,
Of
as
course.
well as you are here. This is your
And
home
of
too.
course, every one of you are.
Thank you. We are all one and the same Rotary family, and thank you for being with us today, Karin.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was
All right.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to say goodbye for now, okay? And let you go to sleep. Good night.
It's only 11 o'clock. Thank you,
Bye,
Karin.
everyone, and take care of you, everyone.
You too, Karin. Take care.